8 assists tonight, with 2 turnovers. Coach was talking a little earlier about your ability to handle the ball, be that facilitator and whatnot. There's obviously, there was chatter about, getting a point guard and whatnot, but, you've been playing that role a lot over the past couple of seasons. Just, what's your overall level? Like, how have you grown, do you feel, in terms of being, that primary facilitator offensively?
It's an ongoing process. I think the biggest thing is to just slow down and just continue to read the defense, how they're guarding, and how they're reacting. I think that's been the biggest key over the course of the season, is just being a student of just how the defense is guarding me, and being able to use my abilities to get guys open. And everybody shoots the ball great, and so if I can get them a good look, the assists have been going in favor for me.
PJ, so obviously we saw Bones, Eric, and Mason make their debuts today. There's a lot of creation out of that trio. We saw some Point Plumlee as well. Just curious what you thought of their debuts and how they kind of fit in with you guys. It seemed pretty seamless.
Yeah, I thought they looked great. Looked like they had chemistry. I mean, they're pros. They're pros. They came in short notice, got the plays down, and I just thought they looked good together. They played with great energy, and that second unit had some juice to it.
PG, adding in 3 new players a couple days ago, does this feel like the start of almost like a new season, so to speak?
No.
Just no?
No.
Does it feel like preseason in some capacity, trying to get to know guys a little bit more as you go down the stretch?
No, I mean we only added 3 guys. Yeah, no.
Paul, you are commonly in that lineup in the second unit to start the quarters. I mean, not immediately at the start of the quarters, but like we've seen earlier in the season, 3-guard lineups that didn't work out so well with John, Norm, Luke, didn't work out so well. Why do you think things might be a little bit different playing with that same kind of setup with the 3 guards, but with Norm in there with Eric and Bones to start those second quarters?
Well, there's a center in that group. I think that's the biggest key for it, is there's a center there. And Eric is a big guard, plays big at his position, strong, good defender. I think Bones is, he's a competitor. He competes on the defensive side. And then, Norm guards his position well. So I think the key about it is now they have a 5-man out there with them, instead of us being small and, for whatever reason, not being able to get stops, not being able to rebound with the small group. Now they're able to kind of clean up the holes that we had with having a traditional 5 out there that can, rebound, protect the paint, and allow our guards to guard out there.
Paul, talk about, with the West becoming more impact players like Kyrie going to Dallas and now Kevin going to Phoenix. How do you like the way the Clippers look in comparison to the rest of the league now that you've made some adjustments in the nucleus, the way you guys are playing tonight?
I like how we look. I like how we look. I think we look good. I think we match up with anybody. But it's going to be a challenge regardless. But I think we got the personnel to really go out and compete and measure ourselves against anybody. With the new additions, I think we got better in terms of having 2 starting 5 lineups with a big in both lineups. Yeah, I mean, again, it's going to come down to best of 7 for every team in the West, and it's really no cakewalks. So, you know, we just got to prepare when that time comes.
How much fun was it tonight? Ty mentioned you guys played, it looked like fun.
Yeah, you know, again, it was new energy, new personnel, and you know, we played to our abilities. Golden State is a great just offensive team. They gave us a challenge, but you know, I thought that the group was well connected, well gelled, and you know, we just had fun being on the court together.
All right, last question.
And PG, talking about Golden State on offense, obviously even without Steph being out there, they're still difficult to defend with all their movements, guys off the ball, back cuts, flare screens, whatever the case may be. How do you feel you guys did communicating defensively? And you mentioned being connected. Do you feel you guys were connected? Because I know in the first half you guys kind of struggled a little bit, and but you guys came out in the third half on cue. And obviously you guys hit them with a run, and then you guys never really looked back. How do you guys feel you did overall defensively?
Yeah, you know, it's, you know, we drilled it leading up to the game. We drilled it, but you can never really, you know, put it in perspective until you play them. And you know, I think it was just eye-opening how much, you know, they move, how fast they move, and they're just on a string. And you know, it took us up until that second half to really dial into it and raise our level. But they're a good offensive team. You know, they rely on their player movement, their cuts, their back screens, their pickaways, and it's just constant continuity on their offense. And so, you know, it is a legit 24 seconds that you have to guard. But I thought we did a great job the second half. We were able to contest shots. We were able to get out to the shooters. And we made it a little bit more tough for them. But that first half, yeah, they definitely, you know, imposed their will offensively.
Thank you.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.